Welcome back, where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we are diving into the world of United Kingdom 1 shilling coins, focusing on the top 5 most valuable coins that collectors are eager to add to their collections. These coins, issued over different years and in varying conditions, have not only historical significance but also incredible auction market value, often reaching thousands of dollars for the rarest specimens. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner looking to understand which coins are worth serious investment, this video will guide you through the rarity, features, and current market values of these iconic UK shillings. So let's get started. First up, we explore one of the quietly rare but increasingly valuable coins in British numismatics. The United Kingdom 1 shilling from 1947 in fine condition. Although it may appear like an ordinary post-war coin, this particular shilling holds a fascinating story, rising collector interest, and a surprising presence in the global auction market. As coin enthusiasts search for rare transitional designs and early copper-nickel issues, the 1947 1 shilling has become a standout collectible worth significantly more than many expect. Especially in the United States dollar market, the year 1947 marked a major shift in British coinage history. It was the first full year when the United Kingdom officially stopped using silver in circulating coinage. Prior to this change, shillings, like many other denominations, were struck in 50% silver. But after World War II, the need to recover silver supplies led to a complete transition to copper-nickel. This makes the 1947 1 shilling not only a product of post-war Britain but a symbolic piece of currency transformation. King George VI's portrait, featured on the obverse, represents a nation rebuilding itself after years of conflict, while the new alloy signaled modernization of the UK's monetary system. As a result, this coin captures an important chapter in economic and political history. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1947 has several features that attract collectors. The obverse displays the dignified left-facing portrait of King George VI with the inscription, George of 6D, GEBR-OMN-REX. On the reverse, the coin features the English-style design with the crown lion standing proudly atop a crown, representing royal authority and national strength. As the first post-silver issue, the shift to copper-nickel gives the coin a distinctive appearance compared to earlier silver strikes. Even in fine condition, the details of the royal crown, the lion's mane, and the lettering remain visible, helping collectors appreciate the artistry and design work of mid-20th century Royal Mint engraving. Although millions were minted, the 1947 1 shilling becomes significantly harder to find today in well-preserved grades. This is because the early copper-nickel issues wore down quickly in circulation, and many were heavily used during the economic recovery period of the late 1940s and early 1950s. Fine condition examples are considered collectible, but high-grade coins such as extremely fine or uncirculated attract strong competition among buyers. Numismatists especially value the coin for its transitional status, the first of the non-silver UK shillings, which gives it historical significance and uniqueness compared with ordinary mid-century coins. Demand continues to rise as more collectors build complete George VI sets or seek key post-war pieces with increasing long-term value. In today's international auction market, the value of a 1947 1 shilling can vary widely depending on its condition. A fine condition example typically sells for around $125,000, depending on eye appeal and metal quality. However, higher grade specimens have fetched far stronger prices. Very fine and extremely fine pieces can reach $245,700, while exceptional near-mint examples sometimes achieve auction figures above $365,000. Certified coins graded by organizations like NGC and PCGS often command even higher premiums due to buyer confidence in authenticity and condition. Although not the most expensive George VI coin, its upward trend shows that the 1947 shilling has strong long-term potential for collectors and investors. Collectors looking to acquire the 1947 1 shilling should focus on eye appeal, even when choosing a fine condition piece. Avoid coins with deep scratches, corrosion, or darkened surfaces, as these can affect long-term value. If possible, compare several examples to find one with clear details in the crown, lion, and lettering. Storing the coin in an airtight holder or archival quality flip helps protect it from further wear or oxidation. For those planning to invest in higher grades, consider certified coins for added security. Studying past auction results also helps you better understand price trends and make informed decisions when buying or selling. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1947 may seem modest at first glance, but its historical importance, early copper-nickel composition, and growing collector demand make it a noteworthy addition to any coin collection. Its value in the US dollar market continues to strengthen as more collectors appreciate its role in the transition away from silver coinage. Whether you are a beginner discovering rare British coins or an experienced collector expanding your George VI series, this 1947 shilling stands out as a rewarding piece with solid long-term potential. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling from 1948. Although the coin may appear simple at first glance, its post-war historical significance, collectible appeal, and rising auction demand make it an exciting piece for numismatists. In fine circulated condition, the 1948 1 shilling is now considered a desirable coin, especially among those who specialize in the George VI era. As the market continues to push older British silver and copper nickel coins to higher values, this 1948 shilling has become a standout piece with surprising strength in today's auction listings. The 1948 1 shilling coin was issued under the reign of King George VI during a period of reconstruction after the Second World War. These coins were part of a major transition in British currency, as the country had already shifted from the pre-war silver alloy to a new copper-nickel composition starting in 1947. The 1948 issue belongs firmly to this new era of metal change, representing a difficult economic period when the United Kingdom was rebuilding its industries, managing rationing, and reorganizing national resources. The design reflects a continuing sense of national pride, with the obverse showing the crown portrait of King George VI and the reverse featuring the well-known English shield. Although produced in good numbers, the coin's survival and higher collectible condition is far more limited than many people assume, making it a sought-after piece for those who follow British mid-20th century coinage. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1948 carries several distinctive features that make it easy to identify and fascinating to study. The obverse displays the left-facing portrait of King George VI, accompanied by the Latin legend, George of 6D, Gebromn, Rex, which translates to, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. The reverse features the English lion standing proudly atop the crown, a symbol closely associated with British strength and monarchy. The date 1948 is placed below the crown, making the coin visually well-balanced. Because this coin belongs to the first years of the new copper-nickel alloy, many examples quickly became worn in everyday circulation, and finding well-detailed pieces today can be a challenge. Even in fine condition, collectors look for legible legends, visible details on the lion, and strong edges, which all contribute to the coin's desirability. Although the 1948 1 shilling is not the rarest George VI coin, it has become significantly more collectible due to the growing global interest in post-war British currency. Many of these coins were heavily circulated, meaning clean, problem-free examples in fine or better condition are scarcer than expected. The increasing demand is also driven by specialized collectors who focus on the complete shilling series, including both English and Scottish reverses. The 1948 English type is particularly appealing because it marks the early years of the redesigned alloy and reflects a major turning point in British minting history. As a result, collectors at auctions often compete for well-preserved pieces, and the upward market trend continues to strengthen as older British coins gain recognition internationally. In today's expanding coin market, the United Kingdom 1 shilling 1948 in circulated fine condition has seen rising prices, especially at online auctions. While lower-grade examples might sell routinely, fine condition coins with clean surfaces and sharp details can attract stronger bids. Currently, these coins can range from around $820,000 depending on strike quality, eye appeal, and auction competition. Some particularly attractive pieces have even sold slightly higher, especially when included in specialized British coin sales or when multiple bidders are seeking the same date. As collectors worldwide search for mid-century British coins, the value of the 1948 shilling continues to trend upward. For collectors interested in adding the 1948 1 shilling to their collection, paying close attention to condition is key. Even though fine condition is circulated, it should still show clearly visible features, including readable lettering around the edges and distinct details on the lion and crown. Always inspect the coin for dents, corrosion, or cleaning marks, as these can significantly affect both long-term value and collector interest. Buying from reputable sources, whether online auction platforms or certified coin dealers, ensures authenticity and quality. Additionally, it is wise to store this coin properly using acid-free holders or capsules to prevent further wear, especially as values continue to rise with growing collector demand. The United Kingdom 1 shilling 1948 is more than a simple post-war coin. It is a historical artifact that represents resilience, redesign, and Britain's economic recovery after the war. In circulated fine condition, This coin has become an appealing choice for collectors around the world who value both its historical narrative and its rising auction market strength. Whether you are building a George VI collection, focusing on shillings, or simply searching for coins with strong long-term value, the 1948 1 shilling is a piece worth owning. As interest in mid-20th century British coinage continues to rise, this coin will remain a notable opportunity for collectors and investors alike. Next up, we explore the United Kingdom 1 shilling coin from 1949, a remarkable piece of history that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. While millions of coins from the mid-20th century remain common, the 1949 1 shilling stands out when found in very fine condition because of its increasing rarity and its rising value in the auction market. As more collectors seek high-grade examples of post-war British coinage, this particular coin has become an unexpected star, often fetching impressive prices in dollars. So, let's take a deep look at why the 1949 shilling is becoming such a prized collectible today. The United Kingdom 1 shilling coin of 1949 was minted during the reign of King George VI, a significant era marked by post-war recovery, currency reform, and economic rebuilding. This period followed the removal of silver content from British coinage in 1947, when the long-running tradition of sterling and half-silver coins ended. As a result, the 1949 issue belongs to the early years of the copper-nickel era, making it part of an important transitional phase in British monetary history. These coins were widely circulated during the late 1940s and early 1950s, meaning most examples survived with heavy wear. Because of this, higher-grade pieces like those in very fine condition have gradually become harder to find, increasing their desirability among modern collectors. The 1949 1 shilling carries several unique features that set it apart from earlier designs. The obverse shows the left-facing portrait of King George VI, sculpted by Thomas Humphrey Paget, a portrait widely admired for its bold detail and dignified expression. On the reverse, collectors will find the English shield design, topped by a proud crowned lion symbolizing national strength and heritage. The inscriptions, FID Def, and 1 shilling, encircle the design along with the year 1949. Struck in copper-nickel, the coin measures 23.6 mm in diameter, and has a smooth-edged composition typical of shillings of this era. When preserved in very fine condition, the portrait's hair details, the lion's mane, and the shield lines all remain clear and sharply defined, giving the coin a strong and appealing visual presence. While the 1949 1 shilling is not the rarest coin by mintage, its scarcity in higher grades is what drives its value today. Most examples circulated heavily for decades, leaving very few well-preserved specimens available in the market. As collectors increasingly focus on quality over quantity, the demand for very fine, extremely fine, and especially uncirculated pieces has risen sharply. Coins from the George VI period have gained special interest in recent years because they represent the end of an era before the British monetary system shifted dramatically under Queen Elizabeth II. This rising demand, combined with diminishing availability of nicely preserved coins, has made the 1949 1 shilling a desirable treasure for anyone building a complete mid-20th century British coin collection. In the current auction market, the value of a 1949 1 shilling in very fine condition can surprise many collectors. Depending on the preservation, eye appeal, and the interest level in a particular auction, prices often range between $365,000 for very fine examples. Coins in extra fine or almost uncirculated condition can bring even higher amounts, sometimes reaching $735,000 or more. Certified pieces graded by reputable organizations may command premium prices, especially when they display outstanding luster and strong detail. As the market for British pre-decimal coins continues growing, the upward trend in value for high-grade 1,949 shillings shows no sign of slowing down. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1949 1 shilling, careful attention to detail is essential. Always examine the sharpness of the reverse lion, the clarity of the shield lines, and the definition in the king's portrait, as these areas are often the first to show signs of wear. Look for pieces with minimal scratches, no corrosion, and attractive natural color. Buying from trusted dealers or reputable auctions ensures authenticity and quality. Additionally, storing the coin in protective holders and keeping it away from humidity will help maintain its grade over time, which is vital for long-term value. Collectors seeking investment pieces may also consider certified examples, as graded coins often sell more easily and command stronger prices. The United Kingdom 1 shilling of 1949 may seem like an ordinary post-war coin at first glance, but when examined closely, it reveals a rich history, distinctive design, and a growing rarity that makes it truly special in today's numismatic market. With increasing demand among collectors and rising auction prices, owning this coin in very fine condition is not only a rewarding addition to any collection but also a promising investment for the future. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into British coins, the 1949 1 shilling stands as a reminder of a historic era and a valuable opportunity in the world of rare coin collecting. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling coin from 1950 in extra fine condition. This coin may appear simple at first glance, but its history, rarity, and rising demand among collectors have made it a highly desirable piece in the numismatic market. As prices continue to increase at major auctions, the 1951 shilling has earned a reputation as a valuable treasure, especially when found in higher grade conditions like extra fine. So if you're a coin enthusiast, investor, or someone simply curious about hidden gems in British currency, this deep dive will reveal why this coin commands such strong interest and impressive value today. The 1951 shilling holds a unique place in British monetary history. Issued during the reign of King George VI, it was part of the post-war recoinage that aimed to stabilize and modernize the United Kingdom's currency system. At this time, Great Britain was adjusting to economic changes brought by the end of World War II. Before 1949, shillings were minted in both English and Scottish varieties, reflecting the two historical national shields. The 1950 issue continued this tradition, but the mintage numbers were significantly lower than earlier years, making the coin more difficult to find today. This coin was also part of the transition period before the UK moved to the later decimal currency system, giving it added historical value for collectors who appreciate coins from the final era of pre-decimal Britain. The 1951 shilling coin is admired for its clear, sharp design and symbolic artwork. The obverse features the crown portrait of King George VI facing left, showing fine detail in extra fine condition, where only slight wear is visible on the highest points of the coin. The reverse design highlights the iconic English lion standing proudly atop the royal crown, surrounded by the inscription, FID Def 1 shilling, symbolizing the monarchy's strength and unity. The coin is made of cupronickel, a durable metal that allows the design to remain striking even after decades. When found in extra fine grade, the facial features of the king, the lion's mane, and the crown's decoration show strong clarity, making these features especially appealing for collectors. Although millions of shillings were minted across various years, the 1950 issue stands out because of its lower survival rate in high grades. Many of these coins were used heavily in daily transactions, leading to worn or damaged examples being far more common. Finding a 1951 shilling in extra fine condition is significantly more challenging, which makes it a prized discovery for collectors seeking well-preserved post-war British currency. Demand continues to grow because collectors of George VI-era coins, pre-decimal sets, and English-type shillings all consider this coin an essential piece of their collections. Its combination of historical importance, lower mintage, and scarcity in better condition has pushed its desirability even higher in recent years. When evaluating the market value of the 1951 shilling in extra fine condition, auction results have shown strong and increasing prices. In typical marketplace sales, a standard circulated example might fetch only a modest amount, but in extra fine condition, the value rises sharply. Today, collectors can expect this coin to sell anywhere from $565,000 depending on eye appeal, sharpness of detail, and auction demand at the time of sale. Some pieces with exceptional surfaces or near-uncirculated qualities have even sold for higher amounts, $850,000, especially when offered at well-known numismatic auctions where competition between bidders drives up the final price. This makes the 1951 shilling not just a collectible item but also a potential investment opportunity. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1951 shilling, it is important to focus on condition above everything else. Extra fine examples show minimal wear and strong design details, so always examine the king's portrait, the lion's features, and the crown for sharpness. Avoid coins with scratches, dents, or cleaning marks, as these flaws significantly reduce value. Purchasing from reputable dealers, certified auctions, or trusted online marketplaces ensures authenticity and quality. It is also wise to store the coin in a protective holder to preserve its condition for years to come. Patience is key, as high-grade examples are not always easy to find, but the effort is well worth it when you secure a truly valuable piece. The United Kingdom 1 shilling coin from 1950 in extra fine condition is a remarkable collectible that blends historical significance, elegant design, and rising market value. Its scarcity in higher grades, combined with the growing global interest in George VI-era coins, makes it a standout piece for both new and experienced collectors. Whether you are building a full shilling series, investing in rare British coins, or simply appreciating the craftsmanship of mid-20th century coinage, this coin is a valuable addition with strong future potential. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 shilling from 1951. Although this coin may appear ordinary at first glance, collectors around the world know that certain dates, conditions, and historical factors can transform a simple shilling into a valuable treasure. A 1951 1 shilling in fine condition is now emerging as a desirable collectible, especially for those who appreciate post-war British coinage and the hidden potential of coins that once circulated in everyday life. As the demand for rare and vintage British coins rises in the international auction market, this piece has become a surprising star. The 1951 1 shilling was struck during the reign of King George VI, a significant moment in British history. Post-World War II Britain was undergoing economic recovery and social transformation, and the nation's coinage reflected this transitional period. The 1 shilling denomination, part of the pre-decimal system, represented 1/20th of a pound sterling. The 1951 issue is notable because it came near the end of King George VI's reign, just a year before the accession of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin also belongs to the period when nickel brass and cupronickel alloys were used to replace earlier silver coinage, marking a shift away from precious metals in everyday currency. For collectors, this coin symbolizes the closing chapter of an era and the evolution of Britain's monetary design. A major attraction of the 1951 1 shilling is its distinct design that highlights national identity within the United Kingdom. Depending on the variety, the 1951 coin may bear the English crest featuring the crown lion. The reverse design highlights the iconic English lion standing proudly atop the royal crown, surrounded by the inscription FID Def 1 shilling, symbolizing the monarchy's strength and unity. Both versions are beautifully detailed and showcase the artistry of British mint engraving. The obverse side presents the portrait of King George VI, crafted with clarity and depth, even on coins that have endured circulation. The legend surrounding the portrait includes George of 6 Day Gra Brit OMN REX, emphasizing the king's role as monarch. The solid cupronickel composition makes the coin durable, allowing it to maintain considerable detail even in fine condition. These elements together give the 1951 shilling a charm and aesthetic appeal that captivates collectors. While the 1951 shilling was minted in reasonable numbers for circulation, surviving examples in collectible conditions such as fine, very fine, or extremely fine have become increasingly scarce. Many of these coins were heavily circulated, leading to significant wear and limited preservation of higher-grade details. As collectors continue to focus on post-war coinage, dates like 1951 have begun to stand out due to their historical importance and declining availability. International demand has risen in recent years, especially from collectors in the United Kingdom, the United States, and Europe, who seek early George VI pieces as part of complete shilling date sets. This growing interest has contributed to rising prices in online auctions and specialized numismatic sales. The market value of a 1951 1 shilling can vary widely depending on condition, eye appeal, and whether the coin carries the English or Scottish reverse design. In fine condition, this coin typically trades between $525,000 in today's international market. However, well-preserved pieces graded higher by professional services such as NGC or PCGS can fetch significantly more. In very fine or extremely fine condition, values may range from $670,000. And exceptionally sharp examples can sometimes exceed $745,500 at competitive auctions. Special interest from collectors and rising scarcity have contributed to stronger performances in recent years, making even modest-grade coins like those in fine condition more sought after than before. For collectors interested in obtaining a 1951 1 shilling, it is important to evaluate both condition and authenticity carefully. Look for coins with clear details on the king's portrait and the crest on the reverse, as these areas often wear down the fastest. When purchasing online, ask for high-resolution photos and check seller reputation to avoid counterfeits or overgraded listings. Collectors building a full George VI shilling series should consider securing both the English and Scottish varieties for a more complete and historically meaningful set. Storing your coins in airtight holders or albums designed for cupronickel coins will help preserve their appearance and prevent tarnish or environmental damage. As prices continue to rise, acquiring these coins sooner rather than later may be a wise investment. The United Kingdom 1 shilling of 1951 is much more than a simple piece of circulating currency. It carries the history of a transforming nation, the artistry of classic British design, and the growing collectible value that makes it a standout in the world of numismatics. Its rising demand in international markets, combined with the rarity of well-preserved specimens, has earned it a respected place among post-war British coins. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your journey into rare coins, the 1951 1 shilling in fine condition is a valuable and rewarding addition to any collection. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more detailed guides on rare and valuable coins from around the world, and happy collecting.